Well, hello, everyone. Good morning to everyone. My name is Melissa Street, and I will be your host here in this Super Saturday ACN event. We're just so excited that you're joining us here this morning. I know some of you are on the West Coast. It's an extra early morning for you, 7 a.m. Those of you joining us on the East Coast, 10 a.m., just excited for you to be here. You guys, I'm really excited to have you learn a little bit more about a home-based business that has completely changed mine and my husband's life. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to play a quick 2-minute video for all of us to learn a little bit more about who our company is, what we do, what we have to offer. And after the video, we have a special lineup of individuals that's going to elaborate more into how to start your home-based business, how to begin that. And so first thing is we're going to play a quick video, and then I'll be right back up to share a little bit more about our opportunity. So here we go.
Right now, someone is watching TV, shopping online, sharing on social media, scrolling a news feed, cooking, turning on lights, texting, paying with a credit card, and someone is definitely making a phone call. Now, imagine earning income through your very own business every time a customer pays a bill for services they're already using anyway. With ACN, you can. With a 27-year track record of success, ACN is the largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and essential services in the world. Today, we operate in 27 countries and have offices throughout North America, Europe, Latin America, Asia, and the Pacific. We're constantly evolving our portfolio of products to stay ahead of what millions of consumers and businesses need and use every day. Now, ACN has added identity theft protection through ID Seal to its suite of essential services. Thanks to ACN's innovative mindset, we're just getting started, and the world is taking notice. Inc. magazine also recently recognized ACN as a private titan, a designation reserved for the largest and most iconic privately held companies in the world. This is your opportunity to establish your very own ACN business, offering the essential services that people and businesses already use every day, and an opportunity to get paid every time they pay a bill for these services. It's your life. Imagine earning an income on your own terms. That's what ACN is all about, and now you can be a part of it.
All right. Well, again, welcome and good morning. So my name is Melissa Street. I've been involved with this incredible company now for 8 years. I had a background in the insurance industry, and a good friend of mine called me up one day and she asked me if I was open to taking a look at another opportunity. You might have gotten the same phone call from a good friend of yours. And, I didn't really know what I was walking into, but I was very open-minded. I wanted to learn more about creating another stream of income. And as I learned more about who ACN is and what they do, I just couldn't wait to partner up with them. The leaders are incredible. The information was remarkable, just learning about essential services and being able to build a business right from home. And so we actually have an individual that's going to share more into the opportunity and the concept. And this individual, I've had the utmost respect for. This business doesn't just allow you to build a business, but it creates friendships, people that, you normally would never meet. And you just get to create such friendships, and friendships become into family. This gentleman, normally I would have to take notes on who I'm introducing, but this gentleman, I could just speak from the heart. First off, on a business standpoint, he's a phenomenal leader. Just always leads from the front, does whatever it takes to support his team. On a personal level, he's an amazing husband. He's an amazing father, an amazing grandfather. And he's so special to mine and my husband's life that, years ago when my husband and I decided to get married, we asked this gentleman to get ordained and to marry us. And so you see, ACN isn't just a business opportunity, but you can really create some amazing friendships through this business. And so I can't wait for you guys to hear and learn more about who ACN is from Regional Vice President, Mr. Ken Potter. So Mr. Potter, thank you so much for being on this call.
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate the kind words. Family is exactly what it's become. ACN, that happens in ACN all the time. Business partners to friends to family. And to be introduced by a Circle of Champions member here on a Saturday morning You guys, I'm just humbled and really honored to be able to share this virtual stage. Yeah, and speaking of that, I love this technology. I love the fact that I'm sitting here in San Clemente, California. You are all wherever you are around the world, and that we can impact and influence each other through this technology. I just absolutely love it. So you guys, just so we're not strangers, my name's Ken Potter. I'm a regional vice president with my wife here in ACN. But you guys, we weren't always regional vice presidents. In fact, I'm going to rewind the clock 7 years ago and let you know who we were 7 years ago. So I was a respiratory therapist. My beautiful wife is in commercial talent. We've got 5 kids. We're grandkids, like Melissa mentioned. We've been foster parents, and then we were running multiple businesses too. You guys, we were busy. It was busy at our household. But I was always told, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So when I saw the video that you just saw, I'll tell you, it stopped me in my tracks. I mean, they were talking about ACN being the Amazon of the service-based industries, and how for less than the price of a used iPhone, that you could get involved in all the different industries that the video talked about. And to tell you the truth, I started dreaming again. They were talking about residual income. And I thought, if I could just create enough residual income to cover a car payment, how that could help our family. And, I never knew it was going to turn into what it's turned into today. So you guys, enough about me. You didn't come to hear about me. I get excited and ahead of myself all the time when I'm talking about ACN. But, you're looking at partnering with the company, so you want the details. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to dive in deeper into the details and who is ACN. So I'm going to share my screen here. If you're ready, say, I'm ready. And let's do it. Let's see. They can teach an old dog new tricks. Let's see. There we go. So who is ACN? We're the world's largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and other essential services. Established track record, service provider specializing in customer acquisition. Started in the U.S. in 1993, and we're now in multiple countries on multiple continents. And I love the fact that ACN, through this technology, allows us a chance to be able to grow a global business without ever leaving the comfort of our own home. I think in this crazy society right now, that's just such a blessing. $4 billion in revenue over the last 5 years, millions of customers already acquired. All I remember thinking when I saw this slide was these guys are past the experimental stage. So what does ACN do? They offer essential residential and business services on an e-commerce platform. So imagine having your own online store, referring people to that online store for any of these services that we're offering, and you getting paid multiple different ways just by that, sending the folks to your online store. So I'm going to talk about the different industries that we're in. We're in the wireless industry. We partnered with AT&T Wireless. We also have our own wireless division, Flash, where we resell the Sprint and Verizon network. And we've got the best refer a friend program on the planet, where if you have the cell phone service yourself and then refer 5 other customers, your cell phone bill is free every single month. You guys, I haven't paid a cell phone bill in years. My wife doesn't pay a cell phone bill. Our kids don't have a cell phone bill. How many families that you can think of today that would love to be able to eliminate their cell phone bill from their family budget? Well, ACN gives them a chance to do that. If it was just that, it'd be phenomenal, but we're in multiple other industries as well. We're in the high-speed internet industry. We partnered with the big guys, AT&T, Spectrum, and Frontier. We bundle with all those companies. Television, in addition to those companies, also Dish TV and DirecTV. And we just rolled out our newest service, AT&T TV streaming television. You guys, high-tech, frontline. I love, love, love that service. Now, energy. You guys, how many of you heard the buzz about the deregulation of the energy industry? In fact, Warren Buffett himself has said it'll be the largest transfer of wealth ever. And with our company, Zoom Energy, you see them there on the black bar, XOOM. They have the largest footprint of anybody direct selling energy anywhere. And because of that, you get a front row seat on that transfer of wealth. Security and home automation with the Vivint platform. Vivint GD Power #1. They're the guys that came up with the doorbell cams. That's been a great partnership for us. Payment processing. How many of you know business owners right now in this economy that would love to be able to get a better value on their credit card processing bills? Meaning we can guarantee savings in credit card processing. So that's, business owners love that. And then our flagship product is really identity theft protection. And it's because of what's happening right now. So many people at home, everybody working from home, and there's cyber attacks are happening literally every single day. Data breaches and cybercrime are the biggest threats facing consumers today. 140 million personal records exposed or stolen in 2019. And I'll tell you, in 2020, that number is growing even bigger. And only 15% of the population have an identity theft protection product. So the reason we're excited to get in front of that wave is within the next couple of years, it's going to be as commonplace as car insurance or homeowners insurance. And our product, ID Seal, does things that nobody else can do at a better value than our main competitor. So imagine offering all those services on your own online store. Now I'm going to switch gears a little bit because we're not just about making money. We're about righting wrongs in society as well. And I don't know how many of you thought about this, but when COVID's rolled through and all the schools got shut down, you guys, there's a lot of kids that weren't getting fed, meaning their one square meal of the day used to be at school and they weren't getting that square. So we're proud to say that we partner with the largest food bank in all of North America. And through our charity Project Feeding Kids, every time somebody becomes a customer on any of these services that we talk about and pay their bill, we feed a hungry child. Millions of kids fed, millions of kids will get fed. And listen, it doesn't matter if the economy goes up or down, kids are going to get fed because people are paying these bills. Now, people ask me all the time, how do you do that? How do you possibly give away free cell phone service, feed hungry children, give a better value to the end user just by going to the website? How does that work? Well, the answer is our business model. And I alluded to it initially. We're just like Amazon, just like Airbnb, just like Uber, we're direct to consumer. And because we go direct to consumer and we don't advertise, we can take that advertising budget and pour it back into feeding hungry kids and giving away free cell phone service. And then giving the end user a better value and paying the independent business owners very, very well as they refer people to the company. So how do you do that? Well, there's two ways. One is referring customers to your website. And when you do that, there's no membership fee for the customer. They get a better value, and then you get paid by referring them to the website. So that's one way that to get involved. The other way is the online business, like Melissa Street talked about. You guys, that's what we're here to take a look at, is the online business. So to start, own, and operate your own online store and to become an independent business owner with ACN, it's a $199 startup with a $25 a month monthly support fee. That's right, $199 to get started. So personalized website is included. They host it, they update it, 27 different countries, 27 different currencies, multiple different languages. They take care of all that for you. They give us all the marketing tools. They track all of our customers. They do all of the inventory. My favorite part is the complete customer support. Meaning, after you acquire a customer, you don't have to field questions. They just call the vendor support lines for any of those companies that we just talked about. You guys, it's phenomenal. Business in a box for $200. All we're doing is looking for people that want to save money and people that want to save money and make money. And I don't know about you, I think that's every single person with a heartbeat right now fits into one of those two categories. Now, I know I've been talking about the website. You're probably thinking, what's it look like? Here you go. This is it. Super easy to navigate. Click and order. You get your own online business. And just by referring people to ACN, you get paid multiple different ways. So let's talk about how we get paid. So the first thing that we do is we refer people to the online store. And as people become your customers and they run services through your online store, you're going to get bonuses up front. So as you see right here, 3 services is $75. 5 services, $200, 8 services, $400. You see how it plays out there. You guys, here's the key, and be present for this. A service isn't a person. A service is a bill. How many of you are thinking, hey, I've got bills in my own home? That was me. I was thinking, hey, I've got 8 bills in my own home. I asked them, if I run those services through my own store, can I get bonuses up front? They said yes. Well, it was perfect. I had customers. So we did that. We ran some services through our own online store. And then I talked to my mom. Hey, Mom, how's it going? You know what? We just started something. You know, the kids are in college. Tuition isn't going down. Can you help us out and be our customer? Guess what she said? She said yes. She became our customer on everything that she possibly could. We were paid bonuses there. You guys, how many people do you think of right now that could use an additional $200, $400, $600 a month What if they went crazy and did it in a week? You guys, but the only thing better than the bonuses is getting paid every time those customers pay their bill. So ACN has it set up to where not only do you get paid bonuses up front, but you're going to get paid personal residual income on all the customers that you acquired, up to 20% of the monthly commissionable revenue, month after month, year after year. So think about this. When I acquired Mom as a customer 7 years ago, I've never had to call her back and ask her if she's using her cell phone. She's excited. She shaved $1 off her bill. She knows she's feeding a hungry child. She's using her cell phone like every other human, every other adult in the United States and North America right now. And she's happy, and we get paid today on a conversation that we had 7 years ago, 20%. Now listen, there's no limit to the amount of customers. There's no limit to the size of customers. I know some of you know big business owners. Can you get paid on a giant credit card processing bill? Absolutely. Can you get paid on a giant electric or gas bill in a deregulated state? Absolutely. So listen, acquire the service, bonuses up front, residual income on the back end. The other way that we get paid is as we build a team. And as we help you to build a team and your teammates acquire customers, you in turn are going to get bonuses as well. So every time your teammates acquire customers, you'll get bonuses anywhere from $50 all the way up to $300 with every person that joins your team and acquires customers. And now, the only thing better than that is they also pay us residual income when our team's customers pay their bills. And I fell in love with that. The fact that your team's acquiring customers, you're helping them, and then you get a 4% override on the monthly commissionable revenue on all of your team's customers. I'd never seen anything like that before. So I jumped in. Susie and I got started right away. But here's the thing, you guys, I didn't know how to do it. I'm a respiratory therapist. I knew nothing about these industries, but I went to a training, and you're in luck because the training's happening next. Like right when I wrap up, you're going to hear a phenomenal training. They're going to teach you from the start to finish, A to Z, all the nuts and bolts on how to have success. I went to a training just like that. I learned how to do the business. We acquired a couple customers. We invited some people out to take a look at ACN. Now, somebody else did the presentation for us that night. A handful of people said, you know what? I like it. I'm already using all this stuff. It's a couple $100. Let's see what happens. Let's do it. That initial handful of people has turned into a group that over the years has now acquired 8,000 recurring customers that pay a bill every single month, whether I'm talking to you in the morning here from San Clemente or I'm fishing with my son like I was a couple of days ago. You guys, I love fishing in the middle of the week. I love residual income. But listen, people are paying these bills no matter what you do. Now, how would you like to learn how to get paid on more than 8,000 customers? How would you like to learn to get promoted, how you could get promoted to the top of our entire company? Well, that's this slide, the independent business owner earned positions. And you guys, I'm not going to go into detail here because one of our trainers is going to break down the compensation plan, exactly what it takes to get to every single position. But I'm a simple guy, so I'm going to keep it super simple for you. Here's the thing. All you need to do is get good at two things: acquiring customers yourself and then building a team and helping them to acquire customers. And if you can get good at those two things, you can get promoted to the top of the company, regional vice president, senior vice president, where there's increased customer acquisition bonuses, increased residual, and incentive trips paid by the company. So let me put it a little bit different way. How many of you guys have a job? Okay, that's fine. Jobs are good. Just listen. Imagine you go into work on Monday and you sit down with your boss and you go, hey, boss, you know what? I've learned how to do two things here at work really, really well. Everything else I'm not really good at, but these two things, man, I'm really, really good at it. And I'm going to continue to do these two things. And over time, I want you to promote me to the highest paid position in the company. Oh, and by the way, when I do that, I'm going to take 3 months off and I want you to continue to pay me for the work that I did in the past. And I want you to set up a trip, every 6 months or so. And I want you to take me and my wife and all of our friends, and we're going to go to an exotic location and you're going to take care of everything. You're going to pay for the whole thing. How do you think that conversation with your boss is going to go? I think I know. 5 words. Get back to your cubicle. You guys, this business is so not corporate America because you just keep it simple. And if you can get good at those two things, absolutely the sky is the limit. So if you see value in this, like so many other people in this society right now, looking for 100% home-based and online business, what's next? Enroll as an independent business owner, participate in training. The training is coming up next. You're in a perfect position. We'll help you to acquire customers, and then you'll utilize the support system that is absolutely beyond. You're in business for yourself, but never, ever by yourself. You guys, I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I've got some people on the line that I'd love for them to be able to share their story and the support that they've gotten through ACN. And the first person that I'd love to be able to share her story is a dear friend of mine, Regional Director Poppy Massey. Poppy, are you on the line?
Yes, I am, Mr. Potter. Thank you so much. And it's an absolute honor to be here sharing the virtual stage with you. Hello, everybody. My name is Poppy Massey, and I live here in Orange County, California. My husband and I run a short-term rental business. I myself perform the operations for the business. And about a year into what we were doing, we had an unfortunate situation, and it put us in a position to where we needed to add an additional stream of income without me having to go back to work because of our special needs son. And so when this business opportunity came across our desk, it was an absolute no-brainer. We got started right away. And, in the past 2.5 years, we've been able to acquire just about 800 personal customers. And as a team, as an organization, we have acquired just about 4,200 customers that are paying a bill every single month that we're generating residual income on, in addition to feeding hungry kids. So we couldn't feel, more blessed to be a part of this organization that has provided such an incredible amount of mentorship, support, and the system. We couldn't have done it without the system that ACN has provided for us. So thank you for allowing me to share my story today.
Thank you, Poppy, for jumping on. Appreciate you so much. The next person I'd love to be able to share is another dear friend, Mr. Carlos Diaz, Regional Director. Carlos, are you on?
Yes, I am, Mr. Potter. Thank you for having me on. It's an honor to be on this webinar with you. So like Mr. Potter mentioned, my name is Carlos Diaz out of the California market. We've been with ACN for a little over a year now, about a year and a half. And prior to ACN, we were small business owners in the water damage industry. We took a look at this. It made a lot of sense. And we've now been able to acquire close to 100 personal customers. And combined with our team, we've been able to acquire close to 800 customers that pay a bill every single month. So, and we couldn't have done this without the training support that ACN offers. So thank you very much for allowing me to share, Mr. Potter.
Thank you, Carlos, for waking up early with us today. And the last person I'd love to share is somebody that's acquired 400 personal customers herself. One of the top regional vice presidents. She happens to be my favorite regional vice president, Susie Potter.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Ken. Hi, everybody. I'm Susie Potter. And before becoming a regional vice president with ACN, I was actually working as a commercial actress. And the reason why is I was always looking for ways to make residual income, something where I could do something once, but get paid over and over and over and over, because it was really important for me to, just be home with my children. And so when I saw ACN as another way to make residual income, I was in. I was so excited. But here's what really impressed me was the amount of support, all the professionals that truly lock arms with you and help you to build your business as big as you want it to be. And everyone wants to make sure that you are as successful as you want to be. And that was what really sold me. And so our business actually grew faster than I ever expected. Where you're right, today I have 400 personal customers, but our team has over 8,000 customers, and it has blessed our life beyond anything we ever imagined.
Thank you, Susie. You guys, and I have an insight into everybody that spoke tonight. Really what they brought to the table, where they were looking for a plan B, and they brought their coachability and their work ethic. That's it. And because of that, they've had tons of success fitting into the ACN system. So I'm going to share a little bit of timing with you, and then I'm going to hand it off. You guys came for the training. I can't wait to get started in the training. But I want to share with you some information that I just read recently. You might have seen it too. I heard that 100,000 small businesses will be closing that will never open again. 50 million people right now across North America, either unemployed or underemployed. And every single expert that I've read, they say a recession is coming. The only question is, how severe is it going to be? Is it going to be moderate, severe? Is it going to be a depression? So you guys, based on all that information, I believe every single one of us needs a plan B. And for me, I think ACN checks off all the boxes of business ownership. 100% home-based and online. You can do it part-time around everything else that you're doing. Essential services that people can't pay off and they're going to pay for no matter what happens with the economy, and then a low startup fee. So if you see value in what we talked about today, welcome to the ACN family. You're positioned in a fantastic place because the training that's coming next is going to teach you exactly how to have success in ACN. And I am very honored and humbled to be able to share this virtual stage with the next gentleman. He's a regional vice president platinum. I've looked up to him since I started in ACN. He's been around for a long time. He has so much wisdom, folks. Get a notebook, get a pen. Last I checked, he was the #1 regional vice president in the entire company. But most importantly, he just promoted somebody to regional vice president. So this business isn't just about success yourself, but about helping other people to have success. So I'm going to get myself out of the way. I'm going to hand it off to Regional Vice President Platinum, Mr. Corey Anderson. Mr. Anderson, are you on the line?
I am. Thank you so much, Ken, for that incredible introduction. And he and Susie Potter, they're the future of our company, ladies and gentlemen. I am inspired when I see people who, in my opinion, are relatively new to the opportunity that have gotten in and taken their business to another level. It ensures the future of our company. And as you all could see from the presentation, he certainly knows what he is talking about. So we know Senior Vice President is definitely in he and Susie's future. And I want to welcome each and every one of you to this training. Best of health to all of you. We're going to make it through this pandemic and be stronger for it. And the purpose of today's training is to empower you by understanding the simplicity of what it takes to succeed in ACN. And I am the elder statesman here today. I've been involved in ACN for 24 years. I got involved in the company in the 1900s. When men were men. We rode horses to the meetings, none of this Zoom stuff. But the founders had a vision, and I wanted my life to be better. So I listened to what Mr. Potter just shared with you all. It made sense. I got involved in the company, and by the grace of God, I was able to walk away from the company I was with back in '96. I met my beautiful wife in ACN. Our life is better than what our dreams used to be because of this opportunity. And I am going to share with you the mindset that you need in order to succeed in our company. And I was fortunate when I got involved in ACN to be mentored by one of our co-founders and chairman, Mr. Robert Stepanovsky. Mr. Stepanovsky shared with me that everything that I had thought about and believed in up to that point had my income where it was. And he told me if I was going to take my income to another level, I would have to take my thinking to another level. And that sounded good, ladies and gentlemen, but I was 25, arrogant. I thought, I'm perfect. If everyone was like me, we'd have a perfect world. But it wasn't until I heard it stated slightly differently that I realized I needed to change. I heard an older gentleman say, if being who you are could get you what you want, you'd already have it. So in order to get what you want, you have to change who you are. Now, unfortunately, that's not the case for most people. They change what they want. They're not doing the things that they're passionate about. We're going to share with you the thinking that it'll take for you to become successful in ACN. And I guarantee you that if you follow through on what you're going to hear today, that your life is going to change as well. Now, at the end of the day, you need to make a decision to get started, a decision to create a better life. In doing so, you cut off all other opportunities, all other routes, if you will. See, ACN is $199 plus a $25 a month support fee for you to get started. But the truth of the matter is you need to decide to create a better life for yourself, for your family. And if you made that decision, then next what you're going to experience is a learning curve. Now, with anything new, there are growing pains. And the growing pains in ACN comes down to the learning curve that you guys are going to go through. Don't feel like you have to master this out of the gates. Understand that there are going to be some mistakes made. What you have to do is get good at laughing at yourself. I learned it from Mr. Tony Kupis a long time ago. He said, have you ever done something and then later on down the road, you look back and laugh? He said, well, if you can learn to laugh immediately, imagine how empowering that would be. So we're going to teach you how to get customers. We're going to teach you how to build a team. And we're going to teach you how to teach people to do those two things. Just understand it will be a process. So that means that there are going to be some ups and downs, ladies and gentlemen. And look, when I got involved in ACN, I went on the emotional roller coaster in a major way. What do I mean when I say that? Well, I got started, and I imagined that everyone that I talked to would want to get involved in the company, but that wasn't the case. So you're going to experience the very same thing. As a matter of fact, when you get off of this training, you're going to go talk to someone that you know and care about, someone you feel they respect your opinion, and they're going to tell you that what you're talking about makes no sense. So you're going to go from being up today and you'll be down in a valley, or you'll be up after the training, down in a valley after you talk to that person. But then you're going to have your very own private Zoom event. You're going to invite 15 people to that event. You'll be up on the mountaintop again. 3 people will show up to your Zoom event. You'll be back in the valley. And then one of the people will tell you, don't worry about it. I'm getting in and I know everybody. You'll be back on that mountaintop. You'll come to find out, though, no one knows them. You'll be back in the valley. So, ladies and gentlemen, understand that the emotional roller coaster is what we go through in ACN. And you have to develop the right attitude. Why do I say that? See, Ken and Susie Potter were business owners before ACN. So they knew that there would be challenges that would be experienced in building a business. And so when that challenge presented itself, they didn't tuck tail and run. As a matter of fact, we have a gentleman on our team, Mr. Greg Heidenreich. On May 20th of 2020, he suffered a stroke. And you guys have known people have suffered strokes, how they have been, how debilitating they can be. Well, listen, Mr. Heidenreich didn't let that stop him. In his recovery in the last 2 months, he's acquired over 200 customer points. As a matter of fact, he stated that while he was laying in the hospital, his other 5 companies were experiencing tremendous challenges and his ACN residual income doubled. And it was because he has the right attitude. And since coming out of the hospital, he has been inducted into the 300 Customer Club. He's on his way to regional director. So if you have the right attitude, nothing will stop you in ACN. And recognize this, some people will get involved in the business and try your services. Some won't. You have to develop the attitude, so what? I shared with you, when I got involved in ACN, it was pre-internet, pre-cell phone. It was back in the 90s. No one believed that this thing was going to work. However, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't let that stop us. What we kept saying was next, next, next. So you need to have long-term thinking. For the last 24 years, my wife Tanya and I have enjoyed 7 days of Saturdays because of this opportunity. Now, 24 years ago, we were getting started like you are. But today, almost a quarter of a century later, we are so glad that we made that decision. So there's a saying, the best time to plant a tree is 25 years ago. The second best time is today. And whatever you do, don't quit. Because our founders are morally, ethically, and spiritually grounded men. Our Vice President of North American Sales, Mr. Mike Kane, they literally are living their lives to create a better quality of life for all of us. So there will be some challenges. I'm letting you know that right now. Whatever you do, don't quit. Now, the truth of the matter is this. When you talk to people, no matter who you are, no matter who they are, you're going to run into 3 types of people. You're going to run into individuals who will be open. They'll say yes. They'll be excited about the opportunity. Spend 90% of your time with those individuals. And then you're going to run into some people who have questions. They want to think about it. No problem. Spend 10% of your time with those people. And so if you're spending 90% with the people who are really excited about it and 10% with those that have questions, it leaves no time for those who are not interested in what we're doing, but we're sorters, not salespeople. And some people think that that's a play on words, ladies and gentlemen. Salespeople, they attempt to overcome objections. We're going to sort for people who are open-minded. Really, ACN comes down to what you do with your time. My wife and I, we were on a cruise, and the cruise director asked or told us that they receive dumb questions every single cruise. He said one of the 10 questions that they get, dumb questions that they get every single cruise is, what do you do with the ice sculptures after they melt? Now, I know you guys aren't thinking what, I'm kidding, of course. So you're going to have some questions that will be good questions. You're going to have some questions that won't be so good. Don't waste time with the ones that aren't good. You're only spending 10% of your time with those people, and the rest of your time will be spent with people who look at this business and they're open and ready to make it happen. Now, what will allow for you to get through the people who aren't open, the people who have questions that aren't so intelligent? It'll be your reason why. And guys, I am letting you know that it's $200 to get involved in ACN. That won't be the thing to cause you to go through the challenges. It will be the reason why you must succeed in ACN. Is it time with your family? Is it to pay off some bills? Is it to help with college education? Listen, many of us have adult children that need help. We have parents that still need help. So you have 3 households that you are considering. So why must you succeed? I want you to take 15 seconds really quickly and think about it. Jot it down. Because if you get locked in on why you have to succeed in ACN, I commit to you, nothing will stop you from winning and winning big in our company. So that being said, everything has been put in place for you. ACN contracted Salesforce to provide our back office operations. We're talking about a deca-billion-dollar company that has created a website for you, and all you're going to do is choose your name. And choose your name. Everyone's domain ends in .acnibo.com. So don't come up with something that'll be challenging for people to get to your site. Make it simple for people to spend money with you. You'll log into your ACN IBO back office. You'll click a link that says update your online store. You'll put your name in, you'll click submit, and you'll be operating in 27 countries on 5 continents. There is nothing more turnkey than what you're looking at right now. I love how Ken Powder broke it down at the end of the presentation. This business checks off all the concerns of a business that someone would want to get into. Now, you're going to make a list. Make a list of people you know. And whatever you do, don't prejudge, because you don't know what people are going through. See, you know people who are driving nice cars, live in nice homes. So in your mind, you think you know what they make. No, all you know is what they're spending. And this pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, has put people in a position where they are forced to look for alternative streams of income. So don't prejudge anyone, and contact everyone you know as soon as possible. We have a gentleman on our team, Mr. Jordan Dupuis, just got involved in the business a few months ago. He shared that his sponsor, Miss Nicole Woods, called him on a Saturday night at 10 p.m. to share with him the opportunity. Fast forward 2 months later, 17 partners, over 250 customers. So call everyone you know as soon as possible, because it's not about the success that you can experience. If you think about their success, you'll blow up. And then, as I said a moment ago, you want to soar. Look, any idiot can complicate a thing. It takes someone that really knows what they're doing to simplify a process. So when you get started in ACN, you can make money simply by signing up your own services, as Mr. Potter pointed out, and then you're going to schedule your own private Zoom event so that we can share this opportunity with the people that you know. And I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, if you do these 2 things, then you'll be off to the races. Now, I shared a moment ago, we do 3 things in ACN. We enroll IBOs, we acquire customers, and we teach people to do those 2 things. Jot that down. It's an acronym our team, the future uses, and it's EAT. Enroll, acquire, and train. Now, when it comes to acquiring customers, we are very serious about it. I appreciate Mr. Ken Potter recognizing us as number one. We actually finished number 2 for the month of July, and it's because our team is so focused on bettering their lives. And so great job, Future. Listen, we have a vision of people becoming happy, wealthy, charitable, and free. And we believe that everyone desires those things because no one wants to be sad, poor, selfish, or in bondage. And so by getting involved in ACN and acquiring customers, you can create that quality of life for yourself. Listen, customers promote you, they pay you bonuses, and you also get paid residual income as a result of the customers that you acquire. So the number one goal is for you to become customer qualified. Now, what does that mean? You need to acquire 3 services equaling 7 points. And the person who's working with you will explain to you what the point values are. By doing that, you're going to be able to make money in ACN, and you're going to get a $75 bonus for just knocking out your 3 services in 7 points. Now, in addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, there are personal bonuses that you can qualify for every single month. These bonuses are absolutely incredible. 3 services and 7 points, $75. 5 services and 10 points is $200. And then $200 for every 3 services and 6 points thereafter. Mr. Greg Heidenreich has qualified for thousands a month as a result of going out and acquiring these customers every single month. So if you have people who need immediate income, all they have to do is get in and sign up for our services. And Mr. Potter referred to us as the Amazon of the utilities arena. Our services give you points. The points range anywhere from 1 to 10 points. I'm not going to break down the points because we have a gentleman who is a senior vice president who is going to speak after I am, that's going to go into our compensation plan. What I want you to do is go out and acquire as many services as possible. We offer cell phone service, energy, ID theft protection, home security, credit card processing, cell phone service, internet, TV. And then we also bundle our services as well. See, points will promote you. Services pay you. When I got involved in ACN, we only had one service, long distance. So when people acquired 400, 500, 1,000 customers, they were getting paid a huge residual income. So the more services you acquire, the bigger your residual income can be. And then Mr. Potter talked about the fact that we have just partnered with AT&T for AT&T TV. Now, we've been offering their wireless services for several weeks now, but we are now offering AT&T TV as well. See, guys, the services that we offer are COVID-proof. I do some trading, and the companies that have an online presence, they're exploding. They're experiencing growth like never before. And so the services that we offer are essential. People can sign up for them online. All you have to do is tell them about it. Now, ACN gives us an incentive to go get these customers. You get 5 cell phone customers and your service is free. And if your customers refer 5 customers to ACN, you get credit like you signed them up yourself. And your customers too can get their service for free. So you literally have walking ambassadors out there building your personal customer base and residual income because they want their service for free. And then we also offer gas and electricity and a promotion for that. You get 12 gas and electricity customers, your gas and electricity can be free. So I want you to use a little common sense. Consider what you spend every month on your household utility bills. Combine those bills. Multiply that number by 12. That'd be reason alone to get involved in ACN, especially with the challenges that we are dealing with right now. And we are offering a promotion to our customers. If they become a customer with you, they sign up for Zoom Energy, they're going to get a $25 gift card And look, Walmart, ladies and gentlemen, offers any and everything that someone could use. So imagine this, we're going to pay them to put themselves in a better position. All you have to do is tell people about it. Now, in addition to what will happen for you and your customers, we're cause-driven. We're creating a better tomorrow. We recognize that there are millions of children going to bed hungry every single day. We deemed it unacceptable. We pledged that when we get customers, a child gets fed. And when some of our customers pay their bill, another child gets fed. So our initiative is called Project Feeding Kids. Our president, Mr. Greg Provenzano, shared with us, it is our responsibility and our privilege to go out and acquire these customers and feed some hungry children. Now, where will these customers come from? There are three sources that you are going to use to go out and acquire your customers. The first source will be yourself. See, because you own your own utility and telecom company, you should sign up every single service available to you in your home. As a matter of fact, after this training, I want you to sign up and then look in the mirror and say to yourself, self, do you want to get paid on your own bills? This is what you should see in the mirror. If you see anything else, run out of that house, because that does not make sense, ladies and gentlemen. You should not be paying someone else for a company that you own. And business owners get it. So if you go talk to business owners, they'll want to sign up all of their services right away. That's why Mr. Greg Heidenreich has had the success that he has had. Now, you'll also sign up prospects who choose not to get involved in ACN yet. Because eventually, through your success, they're going to want to get involved because they won't want to miss out. And then thirdly, will be everyone else. People you do business with, people who are not open to taking a look at the opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, if anyone knows you, they should know that you're involved in ACN because you've offered them great rates on services they're going to use and pay for anyway. See, these three sources encompasses everyone that you know. Look, you have to understand that this opportunity is never coming again. So we have to act with a sense of urgency. Now, when you talk to people, here's a tip that you're going to use. You're going to ask them for a favor. You're going to tell them why you're doing the business. You're going to ask for them to help you out and look at your online store and give some of your services a try. See, we've used this approach for the last 27 years, and we have become a company that has done $4 billion in the last 5 years. You're going to say to the people you know, or you're going to ask for a huge favor. It'll cause them to realize that they're talking to a friend or a family member. Instead of a telemarketer, instead of a salesperson. And then what you're going to do is share with them why you're getting involved in ACN. See, IBOs are simply asking for a favor from someone they know. Have you ever done a friend a favor? Have they ever done you one? So this is the way in which we've been able to build this company that will do billions in annual revenues. No other company has the ability to use this approach. Now, here's an example of a script that you'll be able to use to acquire customers. Listen, after asking for a huge favor, you're going to say, I partner with a company that offers utility services that's on a mission to end childhood hunger in the U.S. And if I can help you save some money or match what you're spending on a utility bill and use one bill, don't overwhelm the customer, internet, TV, cell phone, gas, and electricity, just use one bill to start. Because if they try one, chances are they'll try some other services. If I can help you save money or match what you're spending on a utility bill, will you please do me a huge favor and give my service a try? Now, you're going to ask for a huge favor to start. You're going to ask for a huge favor when you're getting them as a customer. Why? Because when someone asks you for a huge favor, what do they typically want? That's right, some money, a ride to the airport, something that is going to truly inconvenience you. Your customers will be relieved to find out all you want them to do is try a service they're already using. Now, we have to create some urgency. I need to qualify for my position today. In addition to helping me, You'll feed a hungry child. Can you help me out? I was watching a movie the other day, and a guy was on a horse. And a guy told the guy on the horse feels what you feel. So I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, if you expect people to become your customer, then they'll become your customer. If you approach them with trepidation and fear, you may not be as successful. And why should you expect them to be your customer? Because of the reason why you are doing this business. You have to master your why. We have a gentleman on our team, Mr. Tim Miller, who just hit the position of Regional Vice President on Tuesday. Congratulations again, Tim. We love you, man. We admire you and respect you. We would have loved to have Tim speak to you guys today. We weren't able to correct or to make that happen. But guys, Mr. Miller has been involved in ACN for 7 years. Back in October, he made the decision that he was going to go regional vice president. In December, he told me about this decision. And in the last 7 months, he has gone out and acquired 2,400 personal customers. And he said the thing that allowed for him to go from RVP in 7 months, where he has been in the business for 7 years, he developed an authentic why. See, we don't need to make up why we need to succeed. There's some things going on in your life right now. You just have to be honest with yourself. You master your reason why, and people will line up to become your customer. Now, once again, when you approach people to become a customer, you're going to run into 3 types of people. You're going to run into some people who say yes right away. Sign them up. You're going to run into some people that will have questions. And 10% of the people you talk to will be willing to support you when it comes to becoming a customer. 80% typically have questions, and 10% will say no. And why am I telling you that some people will say no? Because some people will say no. We don't want you to be caught off guard. Business owners, they're not as emotional as most people are. See, what I've come to determine, the more you feel, the less you think. So what you want to do is recognize some are going to say yes, some are going to have questions, and some are going to say no. So for those who say yes, direct them to your online store and assist them in becoming your customer. Don't just tell them to go to your site. You do this one time and you're going to get paid month after month, year after year. And the people who have questions, you are going to answer a couple of the questions and once again, refer back to your why. When I approached my brother Mark about becoming my customer, and he would ask me a couple of questions about it, I just had to remind him, hey man, we're brothers. Your niece Asia needs Pampers. Your niece Asia needs clothes. I need you to help me out. So refer back to your reason why, ladies and gentlemen, and people will realize how insignificant their questions are. And then there are going to be some people who are going to say no. And what you want to do is thank them. Remember this, dignity always prevails. Because as you're going about building your ACN business, you'll go back to those people, you'll revisit them time and time again. And because you conducted yourself in a dignified manner and you made them feel good, some of those people will become red apples. Now, we've given you the overall concept of how we go about acquiring customers that's turned us into a company like none other in the world. However, we have specific product trainings where we get into the details of how to go about acquiring customers on a weekly basis. Tuesday and Thursday, we use this platform in order to train our people so that they can master customer acquisition and truly become proficient at what we do. And ladies and gentlemen, this platform is fantastic, but it is the ACN opportunity that makes this platform great. There is no question this pandemic that we've experienced has ushered in a digital revolution in 4 months that would have taken 4 years. And because our founders positioned us on this platform a year ago, we were ahead of the game. They're very forward-thinking individuals. And so our organization, We have been able to get together every single week from around the country and around the world. Before that, ladies and gentlemen, it would only be the people in the Cleveland or Ohio market that I could speak to. However, every day, every single week, we're able to train our team around the country, and we've exploded as a result of it. And so we know that most successful companies were born in adverse times. Companies during depressions and recessions, what we are going through right now is going to cause us to explode once we create a new reality. See, I don't believe that we're going to ever experience what we consider normal again, but we don't need to. Why? Because very efficiently, we can share this information, we can share this opportunity, and take the ACN message around the world. Now, I have the honor and privilege of turning the stage over to a gentleman that I've respected for some time now. He is a pro in our industry. He has a business mind like very few. He is certainly one of the strongest leaders I have ever met, and you will tell from his explanation of our compensation plan and of how to build a team that he certainly knows what he is talking about. He is a senior vice president, a Circle of Champions member, and he is going to impact your life this morning. I want to bring to the stage top producing SVP, Mr. Nathan Goldberg.
Thank you, Corey. You did an amazing job. And first of all, buddy, I miss you. Obviously, get a chance to see each other online. And for those that don't know, guys, I've had the honor of being friends with Corey now for almost 15 years. And over the years, we've teamed up every single year to do different business presentations and trainings together. And he's a consummate professional. And Corey, I know just around the corner from that last promotion, you're not far from SVP. So let's get that done, empower some people, and make some lives change in a big way. So I appreciate you. Well, for all the guys across the United States, I am the token Canadian on the call. They asked me to get on the call and do part of the training, guys. So listen, let's go right into the action. Okay, so real quickly, I've been involved with ACN now for 15 years. It's been a blessing. A humble background, guys. I'm originally from Montreal, Canada. Very simply, was a waiter bartender. I don't know if you can relate to this story. Did pretty well financially, but you worked a lot of double shifts, made quite a bit of money doing that. But then I'd get burnt out, and I'd go on vacation for 2-3 months, and guess what? Run out of money, and have to keep running back to the bar. I was just tired of chasing the check. Anyone in the call relate to? I'm just tired of chasing the paycheck, okay? So I wanted something more, and obviously saw the ACN opportunity like any of you today. Was excited about the opportunity. The essential service was a no-brainer. Got involved just like you guys. Took it really serious, though, on a part-time basis. And let's be upfront here. Things went really well. We're very blessed. And got to regional vice president about 13 months and went full-time. And it's been a blessing to be able to work from home now for 15 years. And here's where I can get my whole thing I'd like to impact on all the new people on the call. This is worth it, okay? This is not about get rich quick and make millions of dollars. This is not what this is about. So I want to be upfront, guys, okay? This is about freedom, okay? The whole model of ACN is, yes, we make some upfront money and some stuff which we're going to go through in a minute, but the model is to build a true residual income to give you the freedom that you're, whatever number you're looking for. And I always tell people this, what's your number? Is your number 1,000 a month? Is it 5,000 a month? What's the number? Our goal is to work as a collective team to build you that true residual income, okay? So let's go right into our training, guys. Let me share my screen real quick. Let's go right into this, okay? Let's see, I'm not used to using the PowerPoint too often. Here we go. Yay, okay. So let's go through the compensation plan. So a little disclaimer, guys. Compensation plan in ACN is earned based on acquiring customers. Obviously, can you make money doing this? Absolutely. Can you make no money doing this? Absolutely. It's based on the effort you put in. I always, my disclaimers is simple. If you join LA Fitness, it is not guaranteed that you'll be ripped. You got to put some work into it, guys. The same thing here, okay? So let's go through the basics here, guys, really quickly. So, one of the things I can tell you guys on the compensation plan today is I want you to understand the basic theme of it. You want to go to really in the nitty gritty and really learn this, guys. There's a video that the owner of ACN, Tony Kupitz, has produced on the comp plan. Make sure you get a copy of that, and you can watch it a bunch of different times, okay? So as Corey went through, guys, each service that we market has different point values towards our compensation plan, and we'll kind of highlight that as we kind of go through this, okay? So the first thing that we always teach people is, as Corey said, is become a product of your own product. Now, you don't have to become a customer in terms of what ACN's rules are, but I think it would make sense to try some of your own services, okay? One thing I want you to notice, guys, some of the services that we sell have bigger point value. So one of the ones I wanted to talk about real quickly is Vivint Home Security, Home Automation. Because I think you can see with this pandemic going on and with over 30, I looked at the numbers this morning, actually 38 million North Americans are unemployed right now. Okay. Also, that's something that blew my mind, guys. You know that in August, they're predicting 2.5 million foreclosures in the United States since the government has lifted the ban on banks repossessing homes, rating 2.5 million. So do you think during these economic times that the challenges are there, you think crime goes up? Yes. Make sure you secure yourself and your family, okay? Vivint is worth 8 points. It's the product that has the most point value. The second one that has the most point value is our identity theft protection product, ID Seal, which is our product that's booming right now. If you take the yearly plan, that's 8 points. Just remember that, guys. Go into more detail with your leaders here, but the two services that have the most point value is ID Seal for a year and Vivint, okay? Our goal is to get some points on the books as quickly as possible, okay? And as Corey went through this, guys, so here's kind of the breakdown. If you're brand new and you saw the presentation today, our goals before the weekend's done is to get you your first check. And your first check is quite simple. 3 services and 7 customer points earns you $75. There's a second way of doing it. 2 services and 12 points earns you $75. So make sure you get a check by the end of this weekend. It's important. There's speed involved because people are going to ask you for the rest of your career, how long did it take you to get a check? Well, the answer is immediately, okay? Next step is to move your points from services from 3 services to 5 services and a minimum of 10 customer points. That'll pay you an additional $125 for a total of $200. What's that magic number, 200? Puts you in the profits, guys, okay? And just a little coaching tip for the newbies on the call, guys. Never say you get your money back because no one person in history started a business to get their money back. They started a business to turn profits, okay? Profits are better than wages, okay? And from then on, every 3 services with 6 points earns you $200, okay? So right away, our goal for the next couple of days is to get you your 5 services and 10 points and earn you your first $200, okay? Same thing, guys. I just have a new sign up not long ago in the Maryland marketplace. His name is Mike Maloney. And very simple. I made sure yesterday was our last day. We got his last service in, and we made sure we made his first $200 in his first couple of weeks, okay? So very simple. How the compensation plan works is on your customers that you personally acquire. So not people your team brings in, ones you bring in, we're going to pay you a residual starting at 3% all the way to 20%. And if you guys want to take a screenshot of the screen so you can see the breakdown over time, simply your goal is to get over 200 customer points. When Corey was talking about, he has that new regional vice president has 1,800 customers. I'm like, wow. Okay. So it just shows that it's not that it is doable to get a ton of customers. Okay. Now, this is what I love about this part of the compensation plan. Let me go back one here, is building leverage. Okay. I always look at ACN this way. We're in the distribution business. Because think about, we're the big money nowadays. In the old days, the money was in manufacturing. Now it's all about distribution. Think about it. What is that? What is Amazon? They're a distribution company. They bring products from point A to point B. What does FedEx do? Distribution. UPS is distribution. Well, myself and you in ACN are, yes, we're in the essential services, but we're in the distribution business, okay? Whoever can help set up the most online stores creates the most leverage, okay? So very simple. When you sign up someone in your business, okay, and the nice thing is we're going to go through this in a little while that the rookies might be seeing the training overwhelmed, guys. If you want the whole recap of the compensation plan is very simple. Make a list, switch your bills, and get people in front of your leaders on a Zoom call, and we're going to handle it, okay? So I just want to make sure that really simple. If you're a rookie on the call, all it is get people in front of us, okay? But when we see people for you, the first people that join your business, we're going to help enroll them for you. They're going to fall in your level 1. Well, any customers that they acquire, because they're incentivized to get their 20% on their customers, right? Well, you get 4% of the commissionable revenue on all of their services. When they bring in people, it will fall on your level 2. Then it falls on level 3, etc. Okay. So over time, you're going to build a network of other online store owners, and you get a percentage of the 4% of the commissionable revenue on the global customer base. Okay. Let's go through some of the highlights. Okay. Now, to get paid on all your different levels, I want to make sure you understand this. I'll just give you a little example. We'll say one of the gentlemen that Corey had a part of your organization. So you signed up in your business and they had 20, what did he say? I can't remember what he said. It was 2,400 personal customers. Do you think you want the 4% on that? I think the answer is yes, but there's some requirements. So make sure you take notes here, guys. To unlock the commissions on all of the people in your business, you need some requirements, which we're going to go through right now. Okay. So you need to have 40 personal points that you acquired, not your team, to unlock levels 1 and level 2. Does that make sense, guys? So whatever you sign up in your business, in terms of new people, that they sign up, as long as you have 40 personal points, unlocks the money that flows upwards on your first 2 generations of people in your business, okay? If you want to get paid on level 3, you need 60 points. And if you want to get paid on all 5 levels, which obviously you want to get paid on all 5 levels, you want to have 75 customer points, okay? So if you're brand new, guys, just remember, our goal is to get you 10 points in the next few days, turn a profit, and us starting to present the opportunity to people with you over the first month. Our goal is to try to move you towards 30 to 40 points the first month, and over the next couple of months, get you to 75 points and above, okay? So here's a little example, guys, that we just put as a hypothetical here. We're saying that you brought in 20 services and we did some meetings together and we set up 3 people to join your team, and those 3 people get some customers. Now, some are going to get a lot, some are going to get many, right? We're showing one guy got 2, one got 18, one got 8. Well, you have 28 services on your first level. Well, you're going to get 4% of the commissionable revenue on those people. Well, say your people brought in some people. So we're showing an example here, guys, that if you have a team of 15 people, okay, is it possible to eventually have a team of 15 people? Absolutely, guys. Okay, there's people that have done this in less than a week. Okay, some people take a lot longer. Really depends on the effort and speed of your team, right? We're showing an example of 146 services that pay a bill month after month, year after year after year, and you get a monthly residual. Okay. Now, very simple. We have some different earns positions. So ACN has a business plan for us. Okay. So very simple. If you're brand new, our first step is to become what's called customer qualified. And we kind of went over that earlier. Customer qualified is simply 3 services, 7 points, or 2 services, 12 points, that allows you to earn money in the comp plan. And of course, gives you your first $75 bonus check. Okay. Next earned position in the comp plan is called executive team leader. Not that difficult. You need 30 points between yourself and or your organization, okay? I always tell you the best way to do is building a team, right? So if you get 10 points right away, it turns you a profit, yes, and have 2 business partners in your team with 10 points each, well, you're an executive team leader, and we started your distribution network, okay? The third level we'll talk about, and I'll stop there, is called regional director, okay? In my particular case, it's obviously based on timing with the company and your work ethic. I was able to go full-time personally at the regional director level based on the momentum and the effort we were putting in, okay? Regional directors need to have at least 15 personal points and have 600 customer points within their organization. So remember, guys, that's 600 points that you brought in. The collective team brought in with a maximum of 200 customer points in your specific leg. Meaning, well, say example, Corey Anderson was in your team, and boy, you'd be lucky to have him in your team as an example, right? Well, Corey has tens and tens of thousands of customer points, right? Well, in that one leg, it blew up, right? You're gonna get a percentage on those legs, but only 200 points count towards your regional director. So it means you'd have to have multiple legs going, okay? So let's go through some of the highlights here. So we're just showing an example here, guys, that if you have 50 personal points and all these different legs, as long as you're 600 points, your own points are counted to it as well, okay? So obviously the gentleman that got promoted to RVP, it's unbelievable that he brought in like 80+% or 85% of the personal customer count he needed himself to become an RVP, which is unbelievable, okay? So your goal, if you have a goal to strive for, those are the goal-getters in the room here today, your goal is to try to strive to regional director in anywhere between 3 and 6 months. Okay, so you want to throw a little gauntlet out there. I'm not the fastest guy in ACN by any means, but I did regional director in 86 days. Okay, that was part-time. So you can definitely do it. So strive for a goal to within 3 to 6 months is a great goal. Now, if you've been on the call and you've been ACN for a year or longer, don't get stressed out. Oh my God, I didn't do it in 3 to 6 months. It's a decision. You decide today, you do it in the next 3 to 6 months. It's just a decision. Okay. Keep moving forward. Okay. So as we went through this real simple, guys, just to recap: 3 services, 7 customer points is customer qualified. 2 services are 12. Your CQ, it allows you to make your first check and start earning money in the compensation plan. Now, our goal is to help you move up in the ranks. Okay. I'm just going to kind of bring this all out here, guys. Very simply, our goal is to move you up into the ranks. Okay. When you hit regional vice president, senior vice president, which we're not going to go through today, the bonuses go all the way up to $300. Okay. So just kind of a recap. When you're brand new in the business and you are customer qualified and you sign up a new person that joins your team and you help them get customer qualified within their first 30 days, you make $50 on every person that you sign up. Pretty simple. You sign up someone, help them bring in customers. ACN pays us to bring in customers. You make $50. Okay. Next earned position is executive team leader. What's the advantage of that? It creates leverage now. Every time someone in your business brings in a new business partner that gets customer qualified, that brings in customers, you're making $50 to infinity on every person that joins your team. So just an example, if 10 people join your business and your executive team leader position, they get customer qualified in their first 30 days. In this example, you would make 10 times 50. What's the big advantage of being a regional director? Well, regional directors' bonuses jump big time, up to $200 every time we help someone bring in customers that gets customer qualified, okay? So just to give you an example, if you're a regional director and your business brought in 10 people for the month, they got customer qualified, you made 10 times 200, okay? But guys, the numbers are depending on the growth of your team and your effort. But think about that, guys. You start a little part-time gig. Let's say just an example, your business brought in 10 new partners, an extra $2,000 a month part-time. You know, obviously its potential is there based on your effort. Now the numbers can be a lot bigger, guys, okay? I won't give any numbers here, but we've done months when I was a regional director back in the day, big numbers, okay? It really depends on your work ethic, okay? And finally, the advantage of being regional vice president and above, guys, is RVPs get $300 on everyone that gets customer qualified. And you also get some advanced residuals, okay? Here's one thing I want you to end up on this part of the comp plan, okay? Just to think about. There's a position in ACN called Regional Vice President, RVP Platinum. So write this down if you're taking notes, right? RVP Platinum, circle it, okay? This is what blew my mind when ACN introduced this, guys. The company's saying that when you're an RVP, so you're a certain position in the comp plan, and you have a certain amount of billing volume in your organization, it's $300,000 a month in billing volume, that the company will give you at least 3% residuals on your team. So you get between 4 and 3%, depending on where they fall and et cetera in your organization. But here's what blew my mind. 3% of 300,000 is 9,000 a month. And that blew my mind. That's $100,000 a year residual income. Okay. So when I first saw that, I'm like, wow, where else in anywhere in corporate America, corporate Canada, wherever you want to look at it, are going to give you a residual income of 100,000 plus a year. Okay. So when I said to myself, even if this took me 20 years to get to RVP Platinum, is it worth it? Where else do you know they're going to give you $100,000? I don't know about in the States, guys, and I'm not correlating a residual income with a pension, but something that comes in recurringly. Give an example. I know about in the States, guys, but in Canada, the average Canadian pension is $1,400 a month. So we've been trained in Canada to work for 40 years to get a recurring pension of $1,400. You're telling me that I can get to a level called RVP Platinum and get a residual income as long as I maintain the qualification of at least $100,000 a year? That's unbelievable. So all of you strive to that level, okay? So let's kind of bring this thing home, guys. We have a great promotion. The company just announced they extend this for the month of July. Thank you, Mr. Keane and the corporate staff. This is powerful to help your new people get off to a faster. Remember, if your new people get checks, their belief level skyrockets. They have some success. They can share their success with others. It creates a fire in your organization. Here's the promotion for the month of August, okay? Promotion says as long as you, a new person, someone has a start date in August, okay, gets 5 services and 10 points, which we want them to do anyways, right? Because that turns a profit. That makes them $200, right? The next is we want to start teaching them build distribution. Yes, it's about you getting customers, but it's about leverage, okay? We just want the rookie. If you're brand new on the call, guys, we want to meet 10 people for you. I'm going to do the next part of the training, but we want to meet 10 people for you as quickly as possible online. 10 people quickly, okay? Out of those 10 people, we're going to sign up some people, okay? Usually our goal, if you see 10 to 15 people, we'll get at least 3 business partners for you, okay? So what happens is the example we're showing you, if we set up 3 business partners, they get customer qualified, right? They get their first $75. You make 50, 50, 50, yes? Okay. The other part of the promotion is this, though. If you have your team brings in 30 customer points in your team, it can be one person bringing in 30, 3 bringing in 10, in any combination. 30 points in your team within your first 30 days, ASIN pays you another $300. Sorry. Okay. So think about this. You got 10 points and 5 services, 200, 30 points in your team, an extra 300, it's 500, right? But in the example of the picture, if we had 3 people that you signed up, they get customer qualified, it's another 50, 50, 50. That's $650, guys. That's a 3 times return on investment for starting your business for $200. That's unbelievable. So if you're brand new, guys, our goal is to strive for that promotion as quickly as possible. And if you're on the call, it's been on ACN for a while, guys, is how many people this month are you going to help hit that new promotion? It's helping new people hit their goals as we move forward, okay? So it goes about building a team. This is the part I love about the business is building leverage, okay? Remember this, a distribution network. I always ask the people, who usually makes the most money in real estate? Is it the real estate agent or the real estate broker? For those who are not in real estate, usually almost always the broker, okay? Why? Example, my dad was a real estate broker. So think about this. My dad was a real estate agent back in the day. He sold a house. He made a commission. He didn't sell a house. He didn't make a commission. Well, if you built a brokerage of 300 agents, whether dad sold a house or not, there's still 300 agents that are selling properties that he's leveraged off of, okay? Let's go through the basics, okay? So the first thing, we want to keep it simple. People get overwhelmed when they see these trainings today, guys. What are we talking about? What do we want you to do? Make a list. Corey went through that. So who do you put on the list? Everyone you know, okay? Who do you know uses a cell phone? Boom, on the list. Now, it's not about thinking who will do ACN, who will not do ACN, guys. That's irrelevant. We're information sharers, okay? As simple as that. Our goal is to share the information. I'll tell you from experience, there are people that you think will do this won't, and vice versa, okay? We have people in an ACN, guys, it's unbelievable. We've brought in billionaires that have joined ACN. People say, why would he do that? Well, because they grasp the concept as a no-brainer, okay? I've opposite people, example, people like myself that was a bartender. So don't prejudge, just make a list, okay? We teach you on the list, guys, definitely start with some business owners. Business owners have a business mindset. You know, example, I had a friend of mine, he started a plumbing company. You think he started a plumbing company because he likes pipes? No, he started a plumbing company. He's an entrepreneur, wants to control his own time, doesn't like to be told what to do, is capitalistic on timing, okay? Business owners are awesome for ACN, okay? Next thing, people have network marketing experience. We have a unique proposition, guys. We sell services that people have to use versus trying to convince someone to buy something every single month. Real estate professionals, as the streets always like to say, ACN and real estate like peanut butter and jelly, kind of a no-brainer, okay? And just make a list and let's work on it together, okay? The next thing we want you to do if you're a rookie is just book 2 Zoom calls with us, okay? It blows my mind where people say, I need a week to prepare. Guys, a Zoom call is getting your friend to watch their cell phone for 20 minutes, okay? You know, Corey talked about it earlier, as him and I used to, back in the day, before we used to do it this way, would drive an hour to 2 hours to someone's home to do a meeting. That's how we can do a meeting today. You could call me up in the next 30 minutes and say, I have 4 people right now. We could jump on a Zoom call. Now, for anyone that's on my team, don't call me doing that. I'm going raspberry picking as soon as we're done this. But we are able to move quickly in today's time and age. So text your leader right now. If you're brand new, text your leader now. I need to book my Zoom calls. Okay? I usually book my whole week next week for Zoom calls today and tomorrow. So make sure you text your leader now, okay? Now, your sole goal is to get people on a Zoom call, okay? And we're going to get a trained presenter to present on your behalf. Here's another coaching tip. You're never a prophet in your own land, guys. Don't try to explain this to your friends, okay? Let's use me as an example. Imagine me calling my friends and saying, we're going to teach them how to make money. As a bartender, okay? I didn't have any credibility. I'm embarrassed to say this at the time. Things made some dumb investments. I was living at my mom's house, guys. Why don't you call my friends? I'm going to teach you how to make money. Like, you live in your mom's house, bro. What are you talking about, okay? So let someone else present for you, okay? So very simple. Here's some basic scripts, and it's really the approach. Everything's about the approach, okay? So I'll give you kind of the formula that I've used most of the time, okay? Pique someone's curiosity, okay? Share why you're doing it, edify someone that's having success, and get them on a information session. So it's pique, share your why, edify, book, let someone else present. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So here's some different piques, guys. I'll give you a bunch of different ones you can use, guys. Do you look at other ways of making money? Mr. Business Owner, do you believe in multiple income streams? Based on what's going on in the economy right now, does it make sense to have an income stream that's automated online? Okay. Just get someone to look at it. So if I were calling up any of my friends, I'm like, especially in the bar business, guys, restaurant bars where I'm living right now are being massacred. They're being closed, okay? So if I called up a friend and said, listen, you look at ways of making money? The reason I'm doing this, I did really well in the bar business. Right now, the uncertainty in the restaurant bar business, I need to have a guaranteed income coming in outside of what I got going on based on my current effort, okay? Listen, I'm working with some really successful people. They've helped, right now they're expansion leaders for a billion-dollar brand. Excuse my choice of words there, guys. So they're expanding a company that's $1 billion expansion company. They're in the essential services space. They've helped a lot of people make a bunch of money online. I'm having a private online call with a couple of key contacts to share what we're doing. Can I get you on the call? Okay? So I'll do it one more time, guys. Do you look at other ways of making money? Listen, the reason I'm starting this is because I want to retire my wife. Need to pay off my college education. I'm looking to diversify our income streams. Based on what's going on in the economy, we realize we need something fully online on the marketplace. I'm working with someone hugely successful. They're expansion leaders for this $1 billion brand. They're considered to be the next Amazon in the space, and I feel lucky to be working with them. We're having a private little online Zoom call for only 20 minutes. I'm inviting a couple key people to see what we're doing. Can I count on to be there? Okay. Pretty simple, guys. Okay. Also, don't forget to send a reminder text 15 minutes before. So, an example, guys, I usually tell booking two of those Zoom meetings. Book one, we'll say example like on a Sunday, book the next one on a Monday. They can't make Sunday, book them on the Monday. But remember, the biggest thing, guys, is people complicate this, is get 10 people in front of the information presented by someone else. Okay. So I don't care how you do it, 10 people to see some facts. Okay. Now, remember, your job is to present, just invite, be excited, be enthusiastic. This is another coaching tip. I don't like my new people just text messaging, blasting all of their friends. I recommend you can text them, but get them on the phone and talk to them, okay? I think you're in today's day and age, very few people actually talk to people on the phone. The only time I get phone calls are telemarketers or my mother, okay? So call somebody, be excited, be enthusiastic. Energy is transferable. I got something. Especially if it's your best friend. I got to show you something today, okay? And to meet someone I'm working with. I found something timing in the marketplace because I'm telling people this. Based on this financial crisis going on, guys, and I'm going to hound on that too much, but we all know there's some craziness going on, okay? 38 million people unemployed, foreclosures about to go through the marketplace. They're predicting the stock. I read an article today, even show it to you guys, okay? I just got it today. Blew my mind. Where is it here? Here. This is an example, I think I got on the news world on Apple. They're predicting the stock market drops 80% in the next year. 80% drop, okay? So do you think we're going through some crazy times? Well, here's how I always tell people this. Money doesn't go away. Money goes to somebody else, okay? So you tell people there's some timing that I got to talk to you about something. I'm excited about something that's in the marketplace, that's online, that doesn't get affected by what's going on in the economy. You got to meet some people I'm working with. Get excited. Because I'll tell you this, guys. You know, I was around the company, and Corey was as well, when ACN had its big growth, okay? One of the growth phases. So in 2008, 2009, ACN had a massive growth phase. Why? Last financial crisis. 2008, 2009, mortgage crisis, stock market crash. Our business exploded. Why? If you want to have a little vision, guys, we're putting over 1,200 new partners a month. Every month, 1,200 people are signing up, okay? Why? Because people needed an opportunity, okay? Well, right now, what blows my mind is that crisis back then, 2.5 million people unemployed. Today, in North America, 38 million people unemployed. We personally believe that over the next 4 or 5 years, we're going to have the largest growth curve our company's ever seen. And I'll tell you this, I had people in my business that were in the water during the last crisis, but were working, getting people every single week to see the presentations and working it, went on to hit regional vice presidents that didn't really understand that much, guys. They're just around when the wave went. The question is, are you going to be part of this wave, okay? And stick with what we got going on here. So let's kind of bring home my part of the training, guys. When people have questions, well, what's it about? It's me and you. We say, listen, I want you to meet the person I'm working with. They're the expansion leader for this billion-dollar company. Let me ask you a question. If you could have been involved at the launch of Amazon, would you like to have been involved? Yes? Meet Mr. So-and-so. Meet Mrs. So-and-so. That's it, okay? You need to know more. It's about essential services, energy and wireless. But more importantly, you got to meet this person I'm working with, okay? Talk about the person more than the actual thing, okay? What we're saying, guys, and finish the webinar checklist, okay? Number one, be professional, okay? It blew my mind. I actually did a call for someone, one of my people, and it blew my mind. The person had one of their friends on the call, and they were doing the meeting together, and the guy had his shirt off and was lying on his bed like this. Not professional, okay? Make sure, example, you were laughing, guys, this morning when we were preparing for the Zoom call. I wasn't dressed like this. I was like, guys, I'm going to go see my shirt. Guys, I'm going to look professional, okay? If you don't have a nice place, guys, which doesn't have to be some fancy place, but if you don't like what your background looks like, there's a Zoom background, guys. You can choose, this is an actual home, but you can choose a background, guys, okay? Make sure the lights are on, okay? Test the microphone before we do the call, okay? Another thing is when you get people on your Zoom calls, tell them, listen, I want your camera on. I want you to meet the people that we're involved with, guys. Introduce us to each of your guests on the call. Hey, Nathan, meet Corey. Hey, meet John, Mr. Potter. Meet the different people. Interact. Because I hate doing a presentation. If there's an example, all of the people on the call, our cameras are closed, I'm not doing the call, okay? I tell them, listen, if you don't have 20 minutes to pay attention for us to interact, let's do a call another time, okay? So prep the people before that they're going to be meeting someone, not watching a movie. They're going to be meeting someone and going to have an interaction for 20 minutes to share this, okay? Very simple as that, okay? And your role of the host is to introduce the speaker, practice what to say before that call, and also introduce us to each of the individuals, guys, okay? Preparation is key, okay? And wrapping up my part, guys, the biggest thing if you took from any meeting today is book a Zoom meeting. Put us to work, guys. You have trained professionals willing to do the meeting for you, okay? Think about this back in the day for any of us on the call that were been there, Mrs. Streets, Mr. Corey Anderson. Guys, today we can be anywhere in the world. Guys, today you could have one of the best speakers in the world show up in your living room on a Zoom call. Don't take that for granted. Don't take that for granted. Because I'm telling you right now, guys, if you don't book these Zoom calls, someone else is going to call them. I'm telling you, we're going to have one of the most largest influx of new business partners and customers ever in our company's history. Are you taking action is the key here today, okay? So let me just kind of finish up my part here, guys. I'll tell you this, guys. I've been honored and blessed to be part of this company, and I'm here at ACN for life, guys, okay? I'll tell you this. People that want freedom in their lives, you have an amazing company with some amazing founders and amazing leaders, okay? Don't take this for granted. We have an opportunity. Think about this, because we have a chance to own our own AT&T business, our own Spectrum business. Guys, this blows my mind what it allows regular people like myself to participate in these revenue-generating pools that we could never touch in the marketplace ever before, okay? So I'm going to bring home the training, guys. I'm going to bring up another person I have a lot of respect for. I've known her for quite some time. I've seen them grow in the business. They are someone that's been very instrumental in running all of the calls in the United States, guys. If it wasn't for this beautiful lady, we wouldn't have the calls as well done as we have doing on in the States, because she's taken responsibility of elevating all of us as a company and as a whole, guys. I'd like to bring up to the call to bring things home, Regional Vice President Platinum, Melissa Streets. Well, listen, with us, Melissa.
I am. Thank you so much, Nathan. Your energy is just so electrifying. I mean, I love how simple you made that topic, where just share the excitement of the opportunity. Right now, people are looking for hope and opportunity, and they need something exciting to look forward to. And you just simplified the introduction of how to invite someone into a presentation to take a look at ACN. So thank you so much for great training. Your energy is just so awesome. And you guys, I get to wrap it up with the last topic here. And even though it's a 5-minute topic, it's definitely by far the most important topic in this business. It's really understanding the value of events. Why are events so important in this business? Well, good leaders know that events are what builds a successful team. So let's talk about what is an event, why are events important, and let me share with you some events that we have coming up. So most importantly, I want you guys to understand really the importance of events is because now, instead of you, a brand new person trying to train your team, imagine them being trained by, Senior Vice President Nathan Goldberg, getting trained about the compensation plan from Regional Vice President Corey Anderson, learning about the opportunity by Regional Vice President Ken Potter. See, they get to hear it from individuals that have had success, has a story to tell, can back it up with experience. So it's the highest level of training that a brand new person, whether they're a guest or a brand new business partner, they get to come onto an event to get the highest level of training. Not only that, but it'll inspire someone to set a goal. You guys, it's August. Happy August 1st. It's a new month, which means new goals. What goals have we set for ourselves for this month? See, when someone attends events like ACN events here, it really inspires people to start thinking a little different. What financial goal do you want to have this month? What new pin level do you want to earn in our company? What milestone do you want to get promoted to in this month in this company? Not only that, but events, it motivates people into action. Just like the very last thing Mr. Nathan Goldberg said. He said, book a Zoom meeting. Book a Zoom meeting. If I was a new person listening right now, forget it. I've been involved with ACN for 8 years. I want to book a Zoom meeting, right? It motivates people into action. Now, the other thing I loved about our events is the fact that we get to recognize human potential. In the traditional workplace, most people don't get recognized. They don't even get to celebrate their achievement. And here at ACN, we're all about celebrating human potential. So being able to, be a new person and seeing other people get celebrated and achieving success, that's so inspiring. I remember going to my first event outside of a presentation. I remember hearing all different backgrounds of people, all different backgrounds of, work experience, or, whether they were 18 years old or 80 years old. It was just so inspiring for me to see that if they could do it, I could do it. and it builds vision for themselves. Most people, they just think about right now, but they're not really thinking about the next 5 years or the next 10 years. ACN really goes out and casts that vision of what is possible through our opportunity. And last but not least, it builds your belief. It builds a brand new person's belief, not just in the company and not just in the industry, but themselves. I remember just thinking, man, I could do this. I really could do this. Being a busy professional in the insurance industry, I can use the ACN system and really build something for myself as a plan B or another stream of income or diversify my portfolio. So you guys, events are so important. You want to make sure you plug in. See, some people might think, well, what is an ACN system? And you might think it's, a presentation, the way that it's done. Not necessarily. An ACN system is moving a brand new person from event to event to event. And as that person combs through each event, when they complete all the events throughout each week or so forth, what's happening is you're creating this duplication in your team. Now you know what event to look forward to, the next event to promote towards to. And what's happening is your team realizes, oh, that's right, I just went to that event. So it's really creating a duplicatable system here. So let's talk about those events really quick. First event that you should always be promoting for is your own Zoom presentation. Host your own Zoom presentation. That's where people come out and take a look at the opportunity and they'll make a decision, whether it's a decision about saving money or a decision about making money and saving money, but they'll make a decision. Host a Zoom meeting. After that, invite them onto a quick start training. My organization, we do a quick start training every single day other than on Fridays because new people are constantly coming into the business where back then, like Mr. Corey Anderson mentioned, where we used to have to ride on, I haven't been in ACN for that long. I wasn't riding on horses to get to training, but I drove to trainings and they were only once a week. Now we have events every single day for someone to plug into. After that, you want to help your team, you help yourself first, graduate to Friday night leadership class. This is where, they break down the system. They go through the compensation plan. Friday night leadership is designed to help a brand new business partner that just became a CQ realize that they can become a regional director or higher, giving them that roadmap to continue to earn the highest levels in our company. And then the holy grail of all, the biggest event of all is our Super Saturday event, which is this right here. So you guys, when you have a brand new person go from event to event to event, you're creating duplication through your organization. So here are some events that ACN puts together outside of probably your team probably has some events yourself. But here's what's great. If certain time frames don't work, maybe, my team, we do them at 8 o'clock at night. I have some folks that they work, third shift and they can't participate in my trainings. Well, here's the beautiful thing about ACN. They put events on for us. So every day, Monday through Friday, one time a day at 1 o'clock Eastern time in the afternoon, they have a presentation and some goals to set up for next steps. So we have a live business opportunity presentation, which is conducted by a regional vice president or a senior vice president. So every day, Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. And then after that, someone makes a decision, or maybe they want to learn a little bit more. We have a quick start training. Same thing, Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock Eastern time. So again, they can see a presentation, get invited onto a quick start training. And then next Saturday, actually, let me rewind here really quick. Right now, this is being filmed 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. Pacific time, but this will be aired again at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 o'clock Eastern time. So if you got something great out of this call here today, and you're thinking, man, I wish I would have promoted this out to my new business partner. Man, I wish I had my spouse on this call. Well, again, we're going to be back on here 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 o'clock Eastern time. And then next Saturday, I just got word of our lineup for next Saturday. We've got Regional Vice President Anthony McMurray, Regional Vice President Platinums Ryan and Megan Williams, and Regional Vice President Platinum and Circle of Champions member Mr. Jeff Street for next Saturday. So we're super excited. I see hands are going up, so I'm assuming that means excitement. I see hands going up. Awesome. Well, very good. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being on this call. You realize that we have an amazing opportunity and an incredible platform to really help a lot of people. Yes, we're helping ourselves, but at the same time, the more people you help get what they want, you'll get what you want. And ACN has created a platform for us to thrive in this business. So you guys keep plugging into events. Persistence wins. Persistence wins, you guys. So we're so excited to continue to build your ACN opportunity, your virtual business in a residual income opportunity each and every single day. So guys, continue to be a beacon of light to people. Continue to share hope and opportunity. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you at the next ACN event. God bless everyone.
Something in my soul leaped the day that I heard about ACN.
ACN isn't just what I do, it's who I am.
We will never again look at ACN the same, ever.
2020 is not going to be just another year. It's going to be a historic year.